We speak to you now regarding the 10 days of darkness, translated modern prophecy that has transformed into self-fulfilling prophecy of both light and darkness through planetary and collective humanity bifurcation. This 10-day repeating portal system is moving in waves of energy through the bifurcated consciousness. This is not, therefore, one 10-day period in time. That is once and once only, and then stops. This is a repeating wave pattern of energy, felt and merged with by awakened starseeds, truthers, and lightworkers who surf the waves of Ascension Apocalypse 2022. Moving into 10-week, 10-month, and 10-year portal systems, creating cycles through intentional focus of those who hold natural, activated, practiced, and enhanced manifestation ability. The bifurcation consciousness within humanity's collective emotional fields within your current now-time nexus point is twofold, as that which is bifurcated always is. A simplified picture of trifurcation, multilocation, and omnipresence, the bifurcated picture is the most aligned in flow presentation that is readily processed within the aware and awake third dimensional physical interface system, that of the human brain. Within the bifurcation, imagined, if you will, as a layer cake, heaven, hell, above, below scenario, you have those you refer to as asleep, or indeed within your modern created urban terminology, normies. This consciousness lies within the hell below aspect of the artist's impression of our words, the imagination fields of hyperspace. The awake, aware, activated, patriotic truth seeker deliverer, starseed, wanderer, lightworker community lies as a consciousness field within the heaven above aspect of the artist's impression of our words, the imagination fields of hyperspace. Together, simultaneously, and this is of great import, simultaneously do they traverse the 10-day portal system in bifurcated fashion. For those within the hell below field system of consciousness, the 10 days of darkness is experienced. For those within the heaven above field system of consciousness, the 10 days of light is experienced. For those who are fully rooted within bilocational consciousness, both are experienced, yet the percentage of that experience within either camp is the choice of the adept, utilizing the experience as catalyst for integration. Hence, there you have the true presentation, the trifurcation. Those above, those below, and those between and within both, either as balance and switch or simultaneous movement. The adepts need our message as confirmation of our own delivered pattern for this expression. And we say to these souls, hold fast to the knowing of your truth and the experience of that truth that you create as physical manifestation, for it is you that open the portals. We repeat, it is you that open the portals. To those who learn, listen, and watch from the heaven above vantage point, And to those who are becoming awakened, yet still see from the topmost spires and mountain peaks of the hell below vantage point, we say to you, it is but the flick of a switch that can transport you into either side of this bifurcation. That switch is perspective. Only you hold the keys to the flicking of this switch. Within the 10 days of darkness system, the perception of reality and its shifts, changes, and presentations is thus: a once peaceful, harmonious, and beautiful existence that is now being destroyed by an unknown infiltrator group hell-bent on destruction of all that is good. Slowly they watch as everything crumbles about them to dust. Once glorious buildings crumble and golden crowns of authority are snatched away by that which is dark, evil, and foreign. The shock, horror, grief, betrayal, anger, and need for retribution is all-consuming. And anything and everyone can become a target for that need for retribution. If the trusted systems of journalistic presentation call, it is this, it is that, then the target for retribution is found. And only by eliminating that one target can peace once again be restored. Yet frustration boils anew when the journalistic presentation teams change the story, or do not stand in agreement, or worse, they do not make any moves towards elimination of the perceived target, instead coming across as weak or dragging their heels, when in truth, this is all part of a long-conceived plan. Those within this consciousness are easily controlled and readily malleable, becoming as a little workforce for those who have long conceived the plan. This malleable workforce thus make up the majority in numbers, and the agenda is to draw down those within the heaven above camp through fear of being different and fear of being ostracized. Yet when an individual sets foot into the heaven above camp, rarely do they return back down to the hell below. Within the 10 days of light system, a very different perception of reality is held. That of the beautiful planetary reality that has long time since been hijacked, infiltrated, and controlled behind the scenes within the shadows. Finally, this hidden structure is being revealed to the masses. And whilst the reveal is most unpleasant, it does signify a changing of the guard on the horizon, and with it, freedom. A liberty that in previous time periods can only have been dreamt of. 10 days of light is the exposure of the darkness, as the light is shone upon the dastardly misdeeds and previously buried secrets. This brings relief, release, and celebratory union, as all that has been tightly woven within a ruling class structure unravels before the very feet of an unsuspecting world. We share this with you now, of the 10 days of darkness and the 10 days of light, as you have moved now, in your current now nexus time point, into another of these 10-day portals, part of the larger cyclical wave structure. 3-day, 5-day, 7-day, 12-day, 13-day, and 15-day cycles move in natural organic wave formation as one, creating the holographic sacred geometrical fractal of the infinite helix spiral structure. The 10-day system has always been the hijack, the inversion, the reduction in a true organic functioning system. Yet due to a simple, catalytic, deliberately misprinted text, part of an underground militarial operation, the 10 Days of Darkness system was birthed within the minds of the right, the light, and the aware. As the 10-day portal has moved into place as a cycle, seeded through the heart and not deliberate inversion mathematics, it has merged with the original black sun, black star, black cube, black box system and knocked it off the top spot when it comes to manifestation. Due to the natural organic bifurcated reality at the time of planetary end times and ascension to the higher dimensional octave, the 10 days of light was thus born as the counterbalancing swing and antidote to the 10 days of darkness. The light can only ever be an organic intelligence infinity system. Even the electrical creation within the physical has a quantum light counterpart. Therefore, the neutralization of the 10 days of darkness system has begun. This has created a disintegration of an inverted Saturnian system. The dark side of the moon has once again been exposed, and the rise in mud, smoke, and swamp gases designed to pollute the atmosphere has instead transmuted into the physical aspect to the etheric aquamarine frequency. Whilst this does not stop the swamp gases from rising, it does change the chemistry of it. And there you have a physical alchemical unification within your geological planetary system. The agenda for another physical reset as mud flood once more, burying civilization beneath the stench of their own ignorance, is blocked and prevented through alchemical transformation. The quantum becomes the aspect of physicality in all things, and all systems go quantum, if you will, as the lands of the Americas go galactic, followed by the rest of your world. Aquamarine gemstone fire within the crystalline layers of your physical third-dimensional planet rise as energy, not the prophesied muds, swamps, and waters. The flood is aquamarine, the quantum and etheric oceans and seas which hold the energy of what they are: transformation, antidote, and opposing polarity. The reveal is thus inevitable, and all that has been hidden shall come to light. As much as the controllers, through puppeted governors and hooked and bribed journalistic presenters, attempt to switch, change, refocus, and invert, all bounces back into the opposite of inversion, which is the new organic, created from the hearts and minds of the ever-growing aware consciousness on Earth. Inevitability is in every corner, and you shall see it whencever you shall look, if thou looketh with the truly open eye. There is one in the created fictional world of our conduit that is called and known as Mr. Tea Tree. And there is another in the created fictional world of our conduit that is called and known as Perua Rin Tin Tin. So too are there other characters yet to be written into the future plot lines. Yet the injustice is done to the one that is T shall be uncovered layer by layer by layer. The one that is currently targeted in your now-time nexus point, that is Rin Tin Tin, shall turn upon those he once did leave be, honouring the silent treaty. Now the dark ones break the treaty, and the one that is Rin Tin Tin shall fire an explosive revealing, not slow and steady like the T, but instantaneous, loud as thunder, with the crashing down of the light torch within the shadows, as lightning forks across the skies. Yet still the dark ones aim to invert, using fear atop fear atop fear. Rebounding with Antidote at the level of an inexhaustible supply of free energetic flow, the light does counteract, counteract, and counteract. Those within the 10 Days of Light systems see the hoaxes and the flags that are unreal, false, and fake. This is the big battle of 2022, which is well underway, yet turns a corner as you approach this new Aquamarine portal. Heralded by Poseidon, orchestrated by King Neptune, and surfed by the first wavers of the heaven above, the architects of the 10 Days of Light portal waves, you find yourselves within this creative field of morphogenetic fire manifestation now. We repeat, you find yourselves within this creative field of morphogenetic fire manifestation now. Your 10 Days of Darkness and your 10 Days of Light are from March the 17th, 2022 to March 26th, 2022, with the Aquamarine Equinox peak on the 20th, 21st, and 22nd of March, 2022, wherever you are in the world. The 21st of March, 2022, marks the beginning of the next stage of the new world, the true new year, the third spiral of 9, as you, together in unison, transform the 5-phase dark plan into the multiple-phase plan of light. This is your Equinox portal entry point. Be the observer. Ride the waves. Hold the torches that shall expose the darkness. And know that the manifestors of all that we speak of are you and you alone. It has always been you, together as one. We are the white-winged collective consciousness of 9,